Alright, Schlockmeisters fans, requested from my pal Marty down in Florida. Dennis Hopper directed with Don Johnson, Virginia Madsen, and Jennifer Connelly. It's The Hot Spot. Let's check it out. That's a butt, and that's Don Johnson watching that butt shake. He's just drifted into this Texas town. Then he wanders onto a car lot and just tries to sell a car. So the owner gives him a job where he meets Gloria, played by Jennifer Connelly. She's a secretary there. He and Gloria go out to meet Sutton, who owes them money. They're going to try to get money instead of repoing. Now, Sutton works out some sort of deal with Gloria that Don Johnson doesn't know about. Well, Gloria and Harry, that's Don Johnson, hit it off immediately. Doesn't matter that he's twice her age. Harry goes to the bank.
Jesus Christ. Lucky you wasn't a bank robber.
Harry meets his boss's wife.
I was just looking for George.
Dolly.
George?
Mr. Harshaw, I'm his wife.
She ropes him into helping her move some stuff.
No, he didn't tell me.
Well, George never did like to go admitting certain kinds of reality. There are only two things to do around here. You got a TV?
Nope.
Well, now you're down to one.
Harry pays a visit to Dolly later.
Come on in. Least I can do is buy you a drink.
There's a lot of sexual tension between them. Harry's about 30 years younger than her husband. Meanwhile, back with Gloria, they start to hit it off again as well. Of course, he can't stay away from Dolly either. Well, they do the deed, then he figures he better get out of there.
You're insulting.
Later on, she comes to visit him at work. There's no nudity here, but you can kind of guess what they're about to do. So Don Johnson saw that the bank has some issues with protection, so he decides he's going to rob that bank. He's going to do it by starting a diversion at a different building across the street. While a building burns and everybody's in town looking at it, the banker goes to back into his bank. He's the only one there, and of course Don Johnson ties him up. He easily robs the bank while no one's looking, and then goes to join the gawkers watching the fire. Unfortunately, somebody was in that building, and Harry noticed him, and he felt he was obligated to run in to rescue the guy, which he does, so now he's a hero. He decides for now to bury that money. The lovely Jennifer Connelly in a bikini. Barry Corbin, the sheriff, thinks Don Johnson's involved with the fire and the robbery.
I wasn't at the robbery. I was at the fire.
Why don't you just go ahead and say it?
He's arrested, but Dolly gives him an alibi.
Say it in there.
No, he wasn't. Ms. Harshaw said that she drove up just as Mr. Maddox was getting out of his car.
Wasn't that lucky I saw you there the other day at the fire? Just supposing I'd missed you.
He's going to blackmail him.
What if I told you to go to hell?
Well, but I know I just drained the whole thing by the fire.
Now she wants him to kill her husband.
Too excited. Just kill him.
Well, Dolly's very sultry, and the two of them just have a torrid affair, and he can't help himself. Apparently, Gloria's been having a lesbian affair with somebody. Sutter took some pictures of them and has been blackmailing her ever since. Well, Harry doesn't like that, so he pays a visit to Sutton on his own.
So you drove yourself all the way out here. Just to tell me to get off, huh?
Well, they get into a fight, of course, and Harry wins. Dolly's jealous of Gloria.
I'm gonna wish to Christ you never laid eyes on me.
I already do.
Not yet.
She reveals the affair to her husband.
Harry Maddox. Down at the sawmill. Over and over again.
Well, her husband George has a bad heart. And hearing all this gives him a heart attack. Meanwhile, Sutton pulls a gun on Harry. He's not backing down. He's going to try to blackmail him too and get a new car out of it. Well, Harry's not going to stand for that, so he takes his money that he buried and plants it in Sutton's car. But he's not done yet. He bursts in while he was basically blackmailing Gloria to have sex with him. She bolts. Sutton puts up a fight, but it's not one he's going to win. So Harry sticks around a bit. He's trying to set it up to make it look like a suicide. And he's going to burn the place.
How soon can you be ready to leave?
Leave?
For the Caribbean. Just you and me. No wedding ring.
Caribbean.
Dolly doesn't want to lose her new boy toy.
I thought it was so important I even left a copy with my attorney.
He's basically got to stay there, otherwise she's going to turn him in.
Now.
Gloria also learns about their affair now. That's the end of Gloria's relationship with Harry. He gonna be stuck with Dolly? Harry's not happy about this. He ends up choking her. But he can't kill her.
I always get what I want, Harry.
Yes, indeed. I found my level.
All right, let's talk about The Hot Spot. This is a movie that I saw on cable several times back in the early 90s. It showed up, played an awful lot, as I recall, and it's a long movie, too, 2 hours and 9 minutes. It's directed by Dennis Hopper, of all people, starring Don Johnson, Virginia Madsen, and Jennifer Connelly. Charles Martin Smith also has a small role, as does Barry Corbin. We have Don Johnson. He plays Harry. He's moves into this town, he's kind of a drifter, basically. Moves into this Texas town, gets a job at the car dealership there, and he's really good. He's charming, and he starts flirting with Jennifer Connelly, played Gloria. She's like a secretary there, and much younger than he is, about half his age, probably. He also gets flirted to by his boss's wife. Now, his boss is like 60 years old. The boss's wife is like maybe in her late 20s, so there's a big age difference there, but she's closer in age to Don Johnson. Well, they end up having this torrid affair with each other, and she's just very kind of, I don't know how else to describe her, but whatever, right? So anyway, there's a couple of subplots here where Gloria is being blackmailed by this guy named Sutton who's in town. Sutton has some nude photographs that he has she keeps mentioning that's her sister, but the pictures that he has seems to be of her and this other woman. And at one point he says, she's not bad for a girl who goes both ways. There was like some sort of lesbian affair going on. And then we do see a scene on the beach with Jennifer Connelly. Now, was it supposed to be her sister, like a twin sister? I don't know. But Jennifer Connelly mentions her sister, and that I don't know. So I was a little confused there. But anyway, Harry gets really mad that he's been blackmailing her for money. And so he goes and beats the shit out of him. The guy comes back the next day and says, look, I'm going to keep doing this. And he pulls a gun on Harry and says nothing's going to change really. So Harry goes over there again. They get into a scuffle. He's in there screwing Gloria, but basically it's blackmail there too. He ends up killing him this time. He kills Sutton this time, makes it look like a suicide. Now, early in this movie, Harry robbed a bank, and the town suspected him of doing it. However, they couldn't really prove anything, especially since Virginia Madsen gave him an alibi, which was bullshit. But nonetheless, now he brings some of that money to there, and it's he basically sets up Sutton that he was the guy who robbed the bank. He gets a $25,000 reward for this. Also, Virginia Madsen wanted Harry to kill her husband, his boss, because he has a bad heart and everything. So she ends up basically tying him up in bed and, well, she says, I'm fucking you to death. She really didn't do that, though. But she told him all about the affair, and he had a heart attack and died. So he's dead, too. So anyway, at the end of this movie here, Harry's got this reward. He's going to run off to the Caribbean with Gloria. But then Virginia Madsen steps in with a letter that basically says everything I know about the robbery. I stood up for you, this and that. I'm going to tell this to the police in the event of my death. She basically blackmails him. She also reveals the affair to Gloria. Gloria leaves, and she's heartbroken. Harry freaks out and starts choking Virginia Madsen, but then he stops, doesn't kill her, kind of laughs about it, and basically accepts his fate. He's going to be Mrs. Virginia Madsen for the rest of however. So anyway, that's the end of our movie. So anyway, I like this movie. I hadn't seen it in a very, very long time. This movie is renowned for some celebrity nude scenes in it. Virginia Madsen has some full frontal nudity, and there's an incredibly nice scene from Jennifer Connelly on the beach, which I mentioned. I used to have this book called the Bear Facts book. This kind of is like the Mr. Skin of the pre-internet age. And the book was very just cut and dry. I just told you at 2 minutes and 12 seconds into the movie, you can see this scene and that scene. There was no commentary. However, there was one piece of commentary in the book that I found, and that was for Jennifer Connelly's nude scene in this movie. He just put in parentheses, wowzers. Gotta agree with him. So anyway, check it out. It's the hot spot. Thanks to my pal Marty down in Florida for this one. And it's a good movie, so watch it. I'll leave a link down below. It's available on DVD and Blu-ray. The Blu-ray is actually cheaper on Amazon. The Blu-ray is with a double disc with a movie called Killing Me Softly. So that's what the link is for down below. About $15 you can get it. So check it out. Buy it. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about the hot spot. Watch it. Bye.